Alright, we are back. Hey, you two people, guess who I love more? I'm not telling. Alright, here we go. Alright, so let's get back to figuring this out. See, it feels like they're focusing on the whole network thing a heck of a lot more, so I want to get into like some of this stuff, so. Alright, so, up top square. It's for you, buddy. Just you. Nice. No, keep on not that way. Alright, so Pedestals with energy upgrade from an FE-based energy network. The energy importer and exporter upgrades allow you to move energy into and out of the network from external sources. This network can be used to move power around your base, but it can also be used to power certain upgrades. Alright, cool. So we'll make these, like I said, we're not using them right away, but we'll make them, and that way we have them. So, bye, Autumn. We'll see you later. Don't tell them that. It's supposed to be our secret. All right, let's go ahead and make up all the stuff we need for this one. Thank you for stopping by. All right, so let's do that, and we'll do that. Sorry. Oh, we forgot to make the other part first. Alright, so that, and that give us the pedestal energy upgrade. Nice. And then the other one was the export energy. Oh, and it's the same thing, just, okay, cool, we can do that. It's the same thing, just, we put it back in the crafting table. So this mod's kind of interesting. Like, it really, you know, kind of just flows with itself. It doesn't get way too kooky on things. Alright, I'm sure we're going to use this stuff a little bit later, just not right now. Alright, so we do that, and then we put it back in, and it switches it the other way. So we got import and export. Cool. And that gives us more of these goddamn books. Okay, good. Alright, so let's put those away. We'll go through these books eventually. Alright, what's this here? Being able to move items from pedestal to pedestal is great, but being able to interact with inventories is even better. That is kind of cool. The import and export augments allow you to do just that. Import will pull from an inventory below the pedestal into its display slot, while export will push items from the display slot. Okay, so that's kind of cool. So this is kind of getting into what we're talking about. So that's just a hopper. Let's go ahead and just grab these chests. And we'll make a couple of these because I get a feeling I know how this is going to work. Alright, so we'll grab those. We'll put both of them in. We'll make 1 and 2. Right, so there's that part. Then we put this one in and it flips around that way. Nice. Okay. So let's toy with this a little bit. Nice. Alright, so if we put a chest down here and here, right? And then we put the pedestals on like this, right? And then we stick this, we have to put this in our offhand. And then right click. Alright. And let's use our little linking tool here. Nope, I think I did it backwards. So here to here. There we go. Alright, and then we're going to stick this guy in here. Oh, I got to put it in my offhand. I'm going to keep forgetting that. Alright, so now in theory, if we put a block here, it pulls it up, it shoots it over here, and it already went in. So that's kind of cool. Watch. Pink. We don't even see it land up here. So what happens if we put like a stack? Don't die. I'm trying not to. Let's put a stack of these guys in here and see how this works. Does it do the whole stack? Okay, it does it one by one. Alright, so yeah, we don't even see it get onto this pedestal because it's instantly pulled in. But we can see the little particles, we can walk through it. Now we have superpowers, that's how it works. All right, so that's pulling that stuff across. Sweet. All right, so that's. Oh, now we're kind of seeing it pop up there. Okay. Wait, which one, honey? The blue one or the white one? Don't try the blue one yet. Hey, Lurker, how you doing, Monkey? How you doing, buddy? I don't care what you change your name to. You're still Monkey DJ to me, so. I want to try the blue one with you. Alright, so fluids. Linked pedestals with fluid upgrades from a fluid network. The fluid importer and exporter. Okay, so this is kind of cool. You already opened it. Well, come here. I want to take a drink. Alright, so let's figure out how we do these ones. Alright, a bucket and a hopper. Okay, so a lot of hoppers. There's a lot of iron. Hi, babe.
It's lagging for me, so I didn't hear you until after.
Oh, okay. So yeah, Heather picked up one of these Nitro Pepsis. And these, what's the big thing with these? These are the...
it's got nitrogen, I guess. The bubbles
nitrogen instead of carbonation.
Okay. I guess the bubbles are supposed to be smaller and smoother.
Kind of just tastes like flat Pepsi.
Oh, great. I hate flat soda.
Try it. Like, not insanely flat, but...
I think I prefer regular Pepsi.
Yeah.
It kind of tastes like the slushies.
Oh, yeah. She's talking about,
slushies.
like, the cola slushies or the soda slushies you get at, like, 7-Eleven or any of those places.
Yeah.
Where they have... Yeah, I mean, it doesn't taste flat, like dead flat, but it doesn't taste...
It doesn't have the carbonation.
Which is funny, because most of the time when Heather wants soda, she weirdly wants the carbonation more than she wants the taste of the sugar, so... like drinking beer, I gotta keep on having drinking beer.
I'll try the other one.
Yeah, she got the regular one, which is what we just tried, and then she got the vanilla one, which I don't care for that stuff, so...
I don't think I'll get any more. The carbonation's what I like.
Maybe there's people who aren't as big into the carbonation, so, you know.
I mean, it's not bad.
Yeah.
I wouldn't get it again.
It doesn't have that bite, you know what I'm saying? Like that, you know what I'm talking about when you're drinking a soda and you're like... And it has kind of like that burns the back of your throat kind of feel, so... I'm doing good. Hit all my goals already, so I'm doing great. Get some pop rocks, wouldn't that defeat the whole purpose? Alright, let's get back to Modi 101's pedestal happy hour here. And then I needed a bucket, a couple of them. Which I already had on me. Alright, so it gets me those. And then this. Nice. Yeah, soda streams are nice. If there's anybody out there, you know, those are really, really cool. We've had one for a while. And Alexander, the youngest, used it for a while, and I think he just kind of got tired of doing it, but it was just kind of nice because overall it's just cheaper than buying sodas, you know, so. Alright, so let's look something up real quick. Let's test this out, because this might be kind of cool. So let's go ahead and make ourselves a basic fluid tank. Let's see if this will work with this stuff. I'm not 100% sure. I have all the stuff on me, so let's go ahead and make 2 basic fluid tanks. 1 and 2, okay. Let's go ahead and make some more of the pedestals as well. Really not that hard to do. Let's see here. And beep, and spadink, and spadook. Wait, what did I do wrong? Oh, it's filter swapper. Linky tool. There we go. I'll make a couple more of these. Alright, so this can be pretty, you know, pretty handy. Let's go ahead and hook these up and see how they go. So if we put a tank here, right? And then we put a pedestal on top. I mean, this is going to work exactly like the other one, I'm guessing. And then we put the other tank here, right? With the pedestal on top. Then we take this guy and we go here to here. Alright. And then we go offhand. There. And then here. Now let's go get some water. You laying on your dog? Well, get off your dog. Alright, let's go grab some water. So this could be kind of cool. I mean, I don't know what the distance is on these. I mean, maybe it's as little as I mean, I guess that's the whole area thing. I don't know. But grab a couple of buckets here. Like I said, I'm assuming this is just going to run. I've never messed with the liquid part of this mod, so. Alright. Nope, I went too far. Too much. Too many stairs. Alright, yeah, we'll be back a little later. Come hang out. We're going to be doing Rustic Waters too, so. Alright, so we pour water in here. Okay, that's kind of cool. Like we don't even see anything happen. That's kind of cool. I like that. That's a neat thing. So this mod can be used. It kind of reminds me of like, doesn't remind me of Create, but just, you know that people out there have thought of like crazy ways to do this whole thing. So. I'm wanting another monitor, so what do I need to make it work? As long as your video card has multiple outputs, then you just need a monitor and the right cable. That's it. Usually if you have onboard video, you're only going to have one output. But if you have any sort of at all modern video card, I think Heather and I's computers, our computers have 4 outputs. I would love to get a 4th monitor, but I don't know where to put it. Alright, so we got the water thing figured out, and I guess energy is going to work exactly the same way. We just don't have any sort of power source going on yet. Alright, so let's see what this last one is. Alright, so pedestals with XP upgrades that are linked together form an XP network. There are 2 main upgrades that allow you to add XP to the pedestal XP network, the XP magnet, and the XP grindstone. Okay, so we got to make both of these. Okay, so we're going to need a block of iron, block of redstone, and a bottle of enchanting. How can I get a bottle of enchanting? Yeah. Soon enough, hon. Soon enough. Alright, how do I get a bottle, I guess? Do I want to make... I gotta get into that whole thing. What about this one? I still need a bottle of enchanting. It seems like a lot for one bottle of enchanting. Where do I get that? From the nether. I'm not in the nether yet. Fluid to XP conversion. Well, how do I get a bucket of that? Ooh. Well, how do I get that stuff in there? And we're back to this. What is this guy? Item drain. Okay. Oh, you gotta pour it in now. Okay. Our monitors are TV screens because they're just cheaper, bigger, and easier to use. So we don't have them on mounts. A lot of times the mounts we would need would be way too much for our desktop. All right, so I guess this would just, we need this for this. So let's kind of mess with some of these. I'm really trying to get here. So, all right, Pedestal series upgrades to allow you to process materials with them. The regular version run on burnable dropped near them. When the pedestal has fuel on board, it will emit fire particles around its base. The energy, okay, so we're just working on the one right now. Alright, so I want to make this. The smelting upgrade will perform vanilla smelting recipes on items in the inventory below the pedestal. Here, let's read that again. The smelting upgrades will perform vanilla smelting recipes on items in the inventory below the pedestal and display the products that will also produce XP vanilla furnace and drop XP on the crown. The upgrades will also process if its pedestal is empty. Make sure to link to a receiving pedestal to clear the products. Okay. So this is when we're going to get a little bit trickier. So let's check this out. This one's pretty easy. We're just going to need to make a furnace. Alright. And then we might have to implement more than just a couple pedestals. Alright, so let's figure this out. Alright, so there's this. So let's kind of clean some of these up real quick. I think I know how to do this. So let's find out here. Basically, we have I think one of my monitors. All my monitors are technically hooked up HDMI, except one of the monitors has an HDMI to DisplayPort adapter, because my TVs don't have DisplayPort adapters. So, all right, so let's try this. Here we go. You ready? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put a chest down, right? And then we're gonna just put a block down like that. And then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put a pedestal down, right? And a pedestal here. And then we're gonna go ahead and link these two, right? And then on this guy, we're going to put this pedestal upgrade. And then on this guy, we're going to put this pedestal upgrade, right? Nope, give me that back. Let's try that again. Alright. Alright, bye Metalmancer. We'll see you later, buddy. Thank you so much for your help today. Alright, so now if we have get a little bit of coal, right? We'll go ahead and grab a little bit of cobble here, right? Alright, so if we throw, kind of see how we're doing this. Alright, and now if we put cobble in here. Alright, and then we're going to go ahead and put this here. We're going to put another pedestal on top. I guess we really don't need this gap. Alright, I probably shouldn't have started that yet. Where'd my chest go? Right here. Alright, then we put a pedestal on top of here. And then we're going to put this guy on here. Right? And then we're going to go ahead and take our linking tool and we're going to go dink, to stink. Alright, so why is that not cooking it? Alright, that didn't work out. Alright, well that didn't work out like I hoped. Now why is this not cooking it? Alright, let's read that again. Let's read this again. Without so many recipes on items in the inventory below the pedestal. Oh. Okay, so maybe we don't even need this one. Maybe we just do something like this. Okay. And then, alright, so we don't actually need the first one. I don't even know if we need this one. Let's do this. And then we go here to here. Okay. This is not very fast. Why is this not going? Do I have to click on it, or is it just insanely slow? I guess maybe it's the same speed as a furnace. It just seems super slow. Insanely slow. Jeez, okay. Maybe that's where a speed thingy comes up. Do I do it the same way as this? Alright, was that a speed upgrade? Yeah, I put that speed upgrade in there. It doesn't seem to really speed it up all that much. What does that other one do? Transfer capacity. I guess we'll try. Alright, that seemed to go pretty quick. Alright, I mean, it's doing it. It's just insanely slow. I thought I remembered this being quicker, so. Alright, so there's that. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Alright, we got some goodies here. Got some chunks of things. All kinds of goodies. Alright, let's put away all these books. Put away some of this stuff. Pick all that up. Alright, so let's see something here. Uses. Oh, okay. Oh, this just straight makes diamond ore. Sweet. Alright, well, we'll hold on to that. Maybe we'll get ourselves something with a little bit more oomph, if you know what I mean. Alright, perfect. There we go. Alright. Continue on our pedestal fun. So this is just going, which is nice. It's just, this seems insanely slow. I mean, like I said, it goes. It just seems like I thought it would be quicker than a furnace. That's just me. I'm crazy, so you know. Alright, so let's see what we got here. Crusher upgrade. The crusher upgrades will perform various crushing operations on items in the inventory below the pedestal and display the products. This will allow basic ore and die doubling. Okay. Allow the production of various dusts and more. Okay, the upgrade will only process if its pedestal is empty. Make sure to link it to a receiving pedestal to clear the products. Pedestal speed enchantments will decrease processing time, while pedestal capacity will make the process more items per action. Okay, so let's go ahead and check this guy out. Alright, we just need a Grindstone, which isn't too bad. Alright, we should be able to do that. Let's see. Hey, Gamer Bryson. Not really, because they cost a diamond. So, I wouldn't necessarily call them cheap. Alright. What do I need? Don't I have... Try that. Alright, so there's one of those. And, oh, I need a bottle. No, 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 I don't want that one. No, I want... What do I want? This guy. Oh, it's just that. Alright, well, that's easy. So there's that. And that. Alright. Let's go mess with these. Like I said, that's doing its job, so I can't really complain all that much, but let's see. Alright, and then we're going to go ahead and put this guy here. And we're going to put this guy on there. Alright. And then we're going to go ahead and put one of these guys here. And then we're going to come over here real quick. We're going to grab that other input one, and we're just going to switch it back to an output one. Nope, not what I meant to do. Restock. Oh, did I just mess it up? I don't know, whatever. Let's try it. Nope, okay. Import. That's what I wanted. Alright, here we go. Alright, then we'll link these. Alright, so. Well, it is using fuel, unfortunately. It does use coal. So, unfortunately, it's not that great. Alright. So let's try this. Let's try this with some of that ore we got, but let's use the redstone. Alright, so we're going to do one redstone and see if it goes. Does this also need fuel? Okay. Alright, go. Go. Oh, okay, that also needs fuel. Okay, that makes sense. Alright, so we put in one. And... Wait, really? Alright, let's try that again. Let's try that again. Take the redstone out. Okay, we'll put in one redstone, right? And it takes a second. Alright, we're transferring stuff over. Once that goes in, we should be good to go. Okay, alright, that's not too bad. Alright, let's try it with the lapis. I'm working my way up slowly here. Let's try one lapis. Okay. And that's going to give us... Get in there. One lapis gave us 9 lapis. Okay, that's not too bad. Alright, here's the true test. We're going to put in one diamond ore. This may want me to make 2 diamonds. Okay, alright, that's not horrible. I wonder if it's a consistent number across the board or if it can vary. Alright, so that one gave us 2 diamonds. Alright, one last test. I think we kind of have the answer. Yeah, it's 2 for 1. Now, if you break a diamond block with, if you break little Ian Books, thank you so much for the follow. If you break a diamond block with just a normal unenchanted diamond pickaxe, you have the chance to get multiple diamonds, right? Or am I crazy? If you hit it with just normal, you just get one, or can you get more? I think you can get more, right? Alright, so that's pretty cool. Let's put some of this stuff away real quick. I can process those later. Do I have... Now, what happens with this kind of stuff? Gold ore chunk. Let's just look at this real quick. Uses. Okay, so this is kind of cool. Ooh, this is kind of cool. 1 to 3 normally. That's what I thought. Alright, so let's check this gold. So we got a gold ore chunk that made it into... Oh, it made 2 dust. But if I cook those, I could get an ingot. So it is doubling. All right, I'm doing little experiments here with you guys. Let's go see something here. I want to see something now. All right, so let's go down. Let me get rid of these ore pieces because I want to see something here. We're going to go down the mine and we're going to find one metal ore of some sort. And then we're going to see how many of the ore chunks we get out of it. Let's see, this place is probably pretty decimated. Let's see, we're looking for ore. In all the wrong places, looking for ore. And too many... Who is ore in their face? Oh, for the love of all is pure. Help me out here. I hear you, Spider, and I don't care. I don't care. Like, deep down in my heart of Texas, I don't give a crap. Not coal. Like a metal. Quiet Riot. You know, whatever. Okay. So, lead ore. Lead ore deep slate. We break this. Alright, so we got 1. I couldn't remember if we were getting... If the ore chunk thing had the possibility of giving more than 1. Really? Nothing? Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but there was part of me that thought maybe we were getting more. Probably not. I mean, 2 for 1's a smeltery, right? Alright, what do we got here? We got osmium. Okay. More osmium. Alright, so it's just like a bigger, more painstaking way of doing this. So I guess what we could do... Let's see if we can try something here. Let's go ahead and break this and this, right? And this. And this. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to pick these up. So we got that, right? That's going to pull the ore stuff in. And then we're going to go ahead and just put this down with one of these, right? With this guy in it. Right? Oh, it kept its flame. That's nice. That's nice. And then we're going to go ahead and put one of these here with another one of these. Alright, and then just one of these. Alright, there we go. Then we're going to take our linking tool and we're going to go stink-a-dink. And then we're going to go pink-a-poop, right? Alright. So now we throw this lead ore in. Okay, there we go. Oh, it needs to go to an inventory under it, doesn't it? Damn it, okay. Why can't it just take it if I'm linking them? There's another way to do this. There's another way to do this. Okay, alright, alright. Oh, I didn't mean to break that one. Whoops. Alright, this is going to be weird. Just stick with me on this, guys. Alright, let's see if we can pull this off. You ready? Alright, so we start with a chest, right? That's going to have a pedestal with this guy. Okay? Then, as weird as it sounds, we're going to put that like that, right? And we're gonna do, I think, one of these. Let's see how the arrow goes. Nope, nope, that's not what we want. That's not what we want. Go that way. And then we're gonna go like this. Nope. That. Into there. Right? Oh yeah, those were cool. Then we're gonna grab this chest. We're gonna go like that, right? And then we're gonna go up like that to this guy, right? And then we're gonna put a chest here with this fella and that. And then we're gonna link here to here. And I think this might work. I think I have to link this to there. Oh, it's not going in there. That didn't work the way I wanted it to. Alright, alright. I'm making this way more difficult than it needs to be. I know I am, but it's still funny. Alright, so if we then put a block here with a chest, and then we put, I'm just having fun with this at this point. We put a pedestal like that with that. Why are you not taking that? Oh, I think I did it wrong. Like I said, I'm more or less just having fun. Alright. Nope, not what I wanted to do. Not what I wanted to do. Alright, this whole thing, this whole thing's just out of control. This whole thing's just out of control. What if we did it like this? I have an idea. I'm making this way more complicated than I need to. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to put down a double chest connected, right? And then if I put a pedestal on... Where are my pedestals? If I put a pedestal on here... Oh, I don't know if you're learning anything from us, but thank you. Right? And then we're going to switch one of these to do that. I'm going to stick this in here. And then we're going to link. Where's my linking tool? This guy. Here to there. Right? And then we're going to go ahead and stick the furnace one here. Okay. And then we're going to put down another chest. This whole thing's stupid. With another one of these. And we're going to link this to that. And we're going to stick this guy in here. Put that in our freehand. Click it. This whole thing's stupid. Alright, then we're going to put in an osmium chunk. It should then cook it. Alright, come on. Alright, so there it goes. Oh, did I not link these? Damn it. I thought I linked those. There we go. There should be two, eventually. As soon as this pulls that up. Did it remove? Okay. Take that. Alright, so it is definitely not pretty. It is certainly not fast. And it is barely helpful, but it's ours. And it's dumb, and I like it. Nope, not that tank. Nope, you take that, but not that. Give me that. Okay. And then we can also just throw stuff in here. Now, with this setup, we can throw ores and stuff in here to obviously be processed, but we could also just throw cobble in here or anything we want smelted. So if we wanted to say, I really don't have that much stuff to cook. Let's say if we wanted to make a carp. So we could come over and we could just throw a carp in here. And then eventually, and I guess it probably goes by priority of slot. So if we do that, yep, there's a fish. All right, it didn't cook that. That's a bad example. Maybe I'm wrong here. Let's just use cobble. We'll just eat the cobble. Be happy. Just be happy to eat your cobble. You know, there's a lot of kids out there that wish they had cobble to eat, so I don't know what you're complaining about. All right. Same concept. Put it in the first slot. And stone. There we go. The Crazy Italian. Thank you so much for the follow. So, all right. So that's, you can kind of see how this is goofy but useful. You know, we're processing multiple things, and we can just kind of throw whatever we want in here. Now the only kicker is these do take fuel. They don't seem to be burning through it insanely quickly. And then I mean, if we wanted to, I wonder if this would work. Just for the fun of it. Let's grab the rest of this ore stuff that needs to be cooked up. See, we just throw this and this in there. Alright, I mean, it's going. It's not lightning fast, but yeah. Alright, so let's do this. How did we make, I think it was just a hopper. Nope. Alright, so I think it was just that and that, right? And let's go ahead and make that export, right? And then if we stick a pedestal, oops, up here, that's not what I meant to do. Oh, God damn it. I make pasty. Yeah. Alright, let's try that again. So if we wanted to, we could stick this here, right? Yeah, all goals taken care of. It's because I'm dying, so they felt bad for me. Alright, we stick this guy here, right? Okay. And then we do the linking tool from the receiving one. I think this is going to be outside of its, yeah, too far to connect. Okay, where does this box go? What's the range on this? Yeah, maybe. I think everybody just feels sorry for how badly Heather destroyed me over the weekend, so I think that's what it is. It's just sympathy, and I'm okay with that. Yeah, you could. Yep. Range upgrades. Yeah, but the range upgrades, weren't those the ones that needed? It would help if I just stopped hitting random buttons. Not rage. Range. Just rage upgrades. What do we got? That's something else we might make here in a second. Block placer. Block breaker. Right here. pedestal range augments. Yeah, see, these are the ones that need nether stars. Unless maybe I enchant. Let's see, what did we have up here? Pedestal range 3. So my question is, if I take this, right, and is it just as simple as that? I don't know how these work. Yeah. Uses. Will only accept the pedestal range enchantment when being enchanted. Oh, the anvil upgrade. Okay. I'm not too worried about it. I just thought it might be neat. So let's kind of see if we can put all this back together here. Nope, not what I want to do. Let's try this. There we go. And then our linking tool here to here. Oh my god. I took that one down. How did I do this? Oh my god, stop. I'm still trying to link to that other one, which I already took down. Let me do my thing. Kent, thank you so much for the call. I might be able to. I just want to make this thing work again. Stop glowing. I understand it's too far to connect. Alright, did I just mess everything up? How do I get this whole thing to restart? I messed up this whole thing. Okay. Alright, let's try this again. Here to here. Oh my god! I don't know what I did. Hey, Wizard, how you doing, buddy? Let's say place pedestal in range where the other one was. Yeah, but the other one was way over there. I see what you're saying. Okay, maybe that takes care of it. Nice. Oh my god. Selected block. Alright, let's go back and see. I'm sure it told us. Just give me a bunch of stuff. Let's see. Okay. Alright, how do I do this? You can transfer pedestal and do the same choose it sounds backward. Okay. Each setting pedestal. Well, uses a priority system, which is yeah, but if I put it back, I mean, I did put it back down. By the way, we got a whole bunch of really good stuff here. If I can ever get the stuff to we got emeralds in that one. Nice. Alright, this is starting to drive me up the goddamn wall. Alright, maybe that did it. Oh, there we go. Okay. Good, good. Alright. The system back working. Now you see how there's no more particles here? It's because it ran out of stuff. Now let's see about this. I just need a dropper. Okay. Alright. Oh, her redstone on me. Hold on. And then if we put this one like here. We'll go something like this. We are going to the fair on Thursday. We are very excited. Very, very excited. Alright, and then we're going to go ahead and put this here and do that. Alright, let me remember how this one works. If you notice, this one's kind of upside down, and that's on purpose. I will, buddy. I will. Alright, so 32. Alright, so you can see it's kind of dropping it. And I just don't know if it's close enough for these to pick it up. Alright, let's try this. Let's try this. Let's try this. Yeah, we're so excited. We're pretty much making it RW's birthday the whole day, so. Alright, so. Okay, this one. Alright, it's still cooking along and it's being fed. Of course, I can just drop the whole stack on there, so I don't get what that is, so. I ain't being clever, look at me. Alright, so that'll drop, but once it runs out, it runs out, so. Now, we definitely need to speed this thing up. So, the capacity upgrade, this guy should. Now, it's pedestal transfer capacity. But it'll take it. It just took it. I just don't understand what the delay is. Cook faster. I mean, it goes, like I said, it's not fast. I mean, it is doubling and cooking, but, I mean, the smelter, you could do this a tenth the time, but. Now, imagine what you could do with this stuff with ender chests as well, and ender tanks. That would be kind of cool. Alright, Bio, we'll see you later. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap things up here. We're pretty much at the end, So we played with pedestals. I showed off the new base. Maybe I'll do a little research. I'm a little rusty on some of this stuff, and there's a lot of stuff I don't even know. So, but and our giant angry murder bee is still there, so that's fun. You guys remember Murder Frog? I'd like to welcome you to Murder Bee. Oh. And before we go, we're gonna take a moment and we're gonna go show. So I asked. Large, if you had any extra marble and deep slate, because it was really slowing me down. Gregory, no, Greg, stop. So he was like, "Oh yeah, at the end of my train line, I have a place. I put it there." So I went out here and looked, and leave it to Large to build, a train station. Probably. Because I think they're doing it, yeah. So this is where he was talking about, he left me this stuff. So, just out here in the woods, Large made a full-on train station. And I believe that he actually has a track that goes to his base, which I think is down here. What is this one? Train station. I'm gonna light it up down here. Large. Get out of here. Yeah, so he did like 30,000 blocks. This is Large just making a train track to where me and Drag live. maybe in another stream, we'll go investigate it. You know, take a little trip, take a little ride. But he made a full-on train station over where we are. Oh my God, why is this? I'm having so much trouble getting out of here. I'll go for it another time. You'll have to come back for that. But of course, you know, he made it all pretty. He's got the warning blocks here. You can come in, you can buy a ticket. He's got a mega torch over here, so it's not too bad. And this is where he left, I think, oh yeah, these are all the train cars that he, sent me the stuff on. So I will go on a ride next time. We'll check it out. I don't have time for this one. And then lastly, this is, Large's, area over here, and looks like he's going to make a little town. He's got little boxes and stuff going on, so he's got a cow, you know, and no scary chest, so that's Drag's place. So, alright, so next time, you know, I'll see where we are with the pedestal stuff, and we'll definitely go check out Large's, I think his train, he said he made it go like 30,000 blocks or something crazy, so, but I don't know. I like our base. I know it's very squarish, and I did that on purpose, but anyways. Alright, Goodwitch. Alright, so everybody on the YouTube side, like, subscribe, comment. All of it helps the channel. It's a great way to support. Doesn't cost you a penny. It's completely free. And all that fun stuff. Don't forget, if you guys want to get on this server and our 11 other Minecraft servers, and you can do that by becoming a Patreon. Go check out the Patreon link down below. Get access to all this fun stuff. And if you guys want to get your own server, head on over to Host Havoc. Use the link down below. That way they know you're coming from one of my videos. For everybody on the Twitch side, thank you guys so much for coming in and hanging out. Thank you for all the people that followed. It's awesome to watch the community grow. Almost made it. Almost so close. Still got a cold. This is my days. And I want to thank the Metal Mancer for the gift sub, 2 gift subs. Bio for the gift sub. Goodwitch for all the gift subs. You guys are awesome. I feel like I might be missing another one. And thank you to Metal Mercer and Nightstorm, and a big thank you to Doom Killer for the donations, and then thank you to the Metal Mancer for all the bits. I wasn't sneezing, that was coffee drag, but thank you for reminding me that nothing happens when I die. I appreciate that. Heather's going to be streaming right now, so make sure you guys hang out for that, and then her and I will be back in 3 hours from now with Rustic Waters. I'm going in hat-tricking. Well, let's see how her stream goes. Let's not get too excited. But I think we might be able to, you know, scratch a good old W on the wall. I'm excited. So, anyways, but thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out. And I know this is a little bit off because, you know, we're streaming on Tuesday instead of Thursday, by the way. Just a reminder, Thursday there will be no streams, but we will be back tomorrow with more. A hard W. Hard dub. Anyways, guys, until next time, make sure you stick around because we're going to raid Heather. But until next time, thank you guys so much for hanging out, and I appreciate all of you. Bye.